Moving to matters on the continent now, the African Union's Peace and Security Commission has called for a diplomatic resolution to the tensions between the Democratic Republic of the Congo as well as Rwanda. In 2022, heavy tensions broke out between the DRC and Rwanda, which have led to several alleged attacks by Congolese and Rwandan forces on each other's territory. To discuss this, we are now joined by Elvis Afriyie Ankrah, who's a Ghanaian politician and former minister. Mr. Ankrah, a pleasure to have you on the show this afternoon. Firstly, can you provide us an overview of the recent diplomatic tensions between the DRC and Rwanda that have really prompted the United Africa Royal Assembly to issue the statement urging for dialogue and cooperation?
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to your viewers. The URA is a supporting agency of the African Union for African traditional authorities, kingdoms, emirates, and chiefdoms. And their primary mission is to promote African unity, restore the continent's identity, and the dignity and diverse cultures that we have. And so, as an agency that works with the African Union, we have been concerned with all the developments that have been going on the border between Congo and Rwanda. And you would agree that over the past few months, the dialogue has been very, very internecine. There's been a lot of tension, and therefore a delegation went to see of chiefs and elders went to see President Tshisekedi, and after they had dialogue with them, he then directed them to the president of URA, which is His Eminence and Prince Estefano Mateus, His Imperial Majesty. And so he met with them and had discussions with them. And based on those discussions, statements were issued, letters were written to both President Tshisekedi and President Paul Kagame of Rwanda, urging them to give peace a chance. It is stated that we call for dialogue and cooperation, and also re-emphasize URA's commitment to supporting efforts towards peace and stability in the region and beyond. It also emphasized the need for peaceful coexistence and collaboration between the two countries, and urged both presidents to engage in constructive dialogue aimed at resolving their differences and reducing tensions along their shared borders, instead of, acerbic accusations and counter-accusations. And URA also stressed the need for setting aside their differences so that they'll create a common platform for discussions. We highlighted the immense potential of both countries in terms of resources, huge amounts of resources that will benefit the people and the entire African continent. But due to the conflicts, all these resources are going to waste and people are losing their lives. And the Assembly therefore believes that diplomacy, mutual respect, and a non-confrontational approach are paramount in order to address these challenges. And His Imperial Highness Prince Mateus expressed deep concerns about the escalation in the violence and the resultant mistrust that it is building, and reiterated that it was important that they all used language that will foster unity, cooperation, and collaboration. And so URA is very concerned about what is going on and stands ready to play any mediation role in order to ensure that this long-lasting problem on the continent of Africa is dealt with once and for all. Because Africans are the ones who can deal with African problems. Indeed, we are aware that there are some external interests and forces. After all, none of those African countries manufacture weapons. But other interested parties supply those weapons. We have intelligence reports that there are other interest groups, generals from other countries who are all pushing this agenda. But at the end of the day, the question is, what is in it for the people? And both presidents represent the people. So the question is, what is happening now? Is it in the interest of the people that they serve? That should be the priority. And once we begin to see this from that perspective, that it's about the people, the innocent lives that are being lost, millions of people that are being displaced, the hunger, the starvation, the deprivation in the face of enormous mineral resources. Probably, arguably, the richest country in the world. It is time that African leaders wake up and realize that they have a responsibility to themselves, to their people, to find solutions to the problems that keep coming, especially in that region, so that peace will remain and prosperity will prevail.
Mr. Ankrah giving us a situation on the update on the region that is Rwanda and the conflict with the DRC as well.